I recently spoke with a friend of mine that is 19 and he asked me some suggestions about what to do in his 20s to set himself up for success. He also had some savings that he wanted to invest in some way. Now, I'm not a very successful person by any means, but let's imagine that I have the time travel machine and I can go back in 10 years and that I can have this conversation with my past 20 years old self. What should I say to him? How should he invest those money? Besides buying Bitcoin, I mean, that would be too easy. Well, there are several answers to this question. Let's find out. Hi guys, my name is Giuseppe and I'm a finance graduate and money nerd. And today I would like to explore how you should invest your first 1000 euro in your early 20s and how you can make the most out of it. Please remember that this video is not financial advice. Also because the answer I'm going to give you does not have anything related to financial instrument at all. Let's assume that you just finished university or high school and you're just entering the workforce right now. And you have this shiny 1000 euro and you are very excited about doing your first investment. But nope. You should not invest them, like at least not in financial instruments. Why? Because 1000 euro invested in financial instruments is not a sum that is significant enough to make any difference in your life. I really don't want to fool anyone saying that you're gonna become rich investing in 1000 euro. Like, you're not Warren Buffett at 11 in 1942, making his first investment. Nowadays, 1000 euro can be barely enough to pay rent. Anything related to stocks should be postponed at this stage, when you're able to save something like 1000 euro every month or every quarter at least. So what should you do? Well, you should look to increase your income potential immediately. And the good news is that you can, and quite fast. Let's see how. Skills. Now reflect. What is your work line? Are you a deal maker or a product maker? If you're none of these things, you better move in that direction. You should always be in the position that creates the product or that sells the product, because these are the only two positions in which there is not a direct relationship between the time you put into the work and your income. If you can develop both skills, it will be even better. And that is a very exceptional case though, because usually there is a trade-off between being, for example, the technically skilled programmer and the socially skilled salesperson. Elon Musk is a great example of what you can do if you become a technical powerhouse and an impeccable business person. And for product maker, we're not just talking about programming. You can be a plumber and you're still providing a product, or you can be an apprentice lawyer. In those cases, the product is your service, and you're probably gonna start by providing the service while a more senior person is gonna close the deal. And this can be a senior plumber or a partner lawyer. A great product maker is always requested, and the advantage is that you have the ability of creating on your own a product that can become a company, or you can deal with the sale of the product and make a cut of the deal that you close. In this case, you can be, for example, in software sales, being a real estate broker, or even a solar plant seller. When you are a salesperson, you are tying your income to the results that you're able to bring, and not strictly to the hours that you work. And with experience, you can work on bigger and bigger deals. Point is, no one got rich by working in a support role, at least not significantly. In those jobs, there is always a direct relationship between the number of hours that you work and your income. In my mid-20s, I made over 6 figures in 3 months because I happened to source the right deal at the right time. Yeah, a good chunk of that was luck, I'm not gonna lie on that. But I was working in brokerage, that is a sales job, and that pretty much opened my eyes on what you can do, potentially. I was not even working so much. So also sales has a great work-life balance if you're able to bring results. To wrap it up, if you're not in one of these two positions, spend some money to move there. If you are in one of these two positions, spend some money to get more skilled. This can mean buy a course on a new program language, pay a coach to get better at cold calling or negotiation, or get a certification to become an industrial electrician. By doing so, you're already probably moving in the upper half of the income earners in your area. Environment. In my mid-20s, I moved to Milan twice. The first time was some months before COVID, and then I came back home due to COVID-related events. I worked and studied from remote for almost 3 years. I got back in Milan in my late 20s after I graduated and changed job. I paid a price for this choice, although at the time it was the right thing to do. But in the meantime, I lost network opportunities and work opportunities. And even worse, I become complacent by staying at home with my parents. So the second way to invest those money would be to move in an area with higher incomes. Not only because this means better job opportunities and better business opportunities and network, but also because you will feel forced to upgrade your game whenever surrounded by higher income earners. People making millions living in places like New York or Los Angeles. They are not geniuses, they are not smarter than you, they're just doing the right thing in the right place, and their income scaled and adapted to the environment around them. The first time I moved out of my hometown, I was 26. So don't make my mistake. Leave your hometown as soon as possible in life, and do not look back for at least 10 years. You're always the average of the 5 people you deal with the most. So take account of that and start looking for like-minded individuals in like-minded environments. Time. So I'm a big fan of unlocking time in your schedule the more you can, based on the means that you have available. Depending on your lifestyle and the current phase you're in, this can mean different things. But let's keep focus on what you can do with 1,000 euro. Well, apparently you can do a lot of things that are sustainable over time and are not recurring expenses. Maybe do not spend those money into delivery food to save time, but on something else. Do you hate cooking and you prefer something that you do not have to follow through? Well, there are several solutions such as an air fryer, a cooking robot, or a steamer in which you just have to chop the food, put it into place, push a button and leave for 30 minutes, instead of having to look at a pan to avoid a fire or a mess. I recently bought a steamer for 50 euros that probably saves me something like 15 minutes at every meal. Another thing might be that you hate cleaning your floors, and this is costing you time every week. Well, you can buy a cleaning robot for a couple of €100, and this is gonna solve the problem for you. So you can spend those money to buy any appliance that can save you time, and use that time to rest or to work more and improve your output. Health. Finally, I seriously think that nothing is worth if you do not have a healthy body. And being sick will transform even the richest man in the world in an amoeba. So invest in your health. Do sport, go to the gym, run, spend those money to get a healthier nutrition instead of fast foods and snacks. Really, being in good shape overall will improve your life and your work output massively. If you face insulin crashes due to the pizza that you had at lunch, you will be sleepy for the majority of the afternoon. Without developed core muscles, you will have aches when staying sat for too much time. And if you eat junk all the time, your mind will always be foggy. How can you spend those money then? Well, you can get a pair of running shoes, get a gym subscription, go in the park to do some calisthenics, that's even free, and buy food that is healthier and less artificial. Let's make an example. So here I'll use my case and I will extremely simplify to give you an idea. If I had 1,000 euro, I would pay my rent, that is currently 600 per month, buy the outbound sales course that I recently bought for 140 euros. I will definitely buy again a steam cooker for 50 euros, subscribe to the gym, 100 euros per month, and with the remaining money I can probably get a pair of running shoes and some healthy groceries. Obviously this is just an example, but you get the idea. Spending those 1,000 euro in this way, you already made your life incredibly better. And now you're able to start working and produce more money every month. And after that, we can start talking about investing. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video and you find it useful. And if so, please leave a like and subscribe. And you may also be interested in understanding my framework to save more. And you can find it here. Bye!